For example, for Winston Churchill, he was a good leader in wartime, but he was not a good leader when during the peace times. So different times require different personalities, and therefore there's no one fits all model to be a leader. Yeah. Then for the other article, right, it actually says that leaders are not born at all. So and everybody are just born with the potential to become a leader, and it's how you grow up, how you nurture yourself to become a leader. So there are mainly a lot of skills that you need to know. But for this Norwich University, the main skill is that you have to be you have a strong rebellious streak. This means that you're able to stand up, to voice your own opinions. You're able to challenge other people and what they say, and all this is just to improve the world around you. For example, the lecturer said no eating in the lecture theatre. But if you feel that your drink will help you to stay awake and listen to the lecture, then it's okay to challenge that rule and then to improve your way of learning. Yeah. Then being a leader, right? It's not about becoming the alpha male or becoming the top dog in the industry. It's actually more on trying to help other people, and then you leave them to lead other people. Yeah. So the question here to ask is: should we focus on selecting leaders rather than developing them? The key is to create the conditions for leadership to emerge informally and spontaneously throughout the organization. So what they encourage is that you should have new and innovating ideas, and then you use this to manage people. For example, you have a very good idea. Let's say you feel that canned beef food really sucks. You want to have better food, so you can start by who don't like canned beef food. Yeah. So example, Benedict. So you have this idea. So then you start having a campaign. You ask people, do you like canned beef food? You do a survey. You send emails and stuff like that. So once you have an idea, then you start to have a plan to support your idea. So you have campaigns, you have emails, we need to change the canned beef food, change the Western store, something like that. And after that, later you then you have to go and just follow your plan. So if you're a leader, you are able to have a good idea for doing things better, and you are able to speak up and persist and you win support for your view. That is actually being a leader. Yeah.
Thank you.
So, hey boss, do you have any questions for me?
Okay, culture affects leadership style. So, what do you think the leadership style in Singapore is? And how is it developed over the years?
Culture affects leadership styles.
So, what do you think the leadership style in Singapore is and how it has developed over the years?
Actually, different leaders have different leadership styles. And I believe the leadership styles also evolve as society progresses. So, for example, in Singapore, when you ask about Singapore, right? Yeah, so in Singapore, I think it can be traced back to the way we live independence. Like, just like I mentioned earlier, like Mr. Lee Kuan Yew, he adopted an authoritarian approach. This can be compared to like our current Prime Ministers, Mr. Lee Hsien Loong, and ex-Mr. Goh Chok Tong. So, they adopted a softer approach, such as mingling with the people. So, and for such a man with high status to connect with the people, I think it really requires a lot of emotional intelligence. And this emotional intelligence is becoming more and more evident in this society. And so, in private sectors, then I think the leadership style is more directive. But however, I think that maybe the managers will give the employees some leeway to deliver their work. So for example, they will ask them to carry out the work. So lastly, I also think that the leadership styles in Singapore are both transformational and also transactional. So I had this mentioned earlier. Transformational in the sense that the employees, they are motivated and their performance is linked to reward, so that they will perform their duties in the right action while keeping their ethics in check. So, and also transformational because I think this is necessary for in order for Singapore to survive. Singapore needs to adopt the transformational leadership, and that's why there's transformational leadership in Singapore. And so, regarding the second question, about how you will develop over the years, I think leadership styles are evolving right now. And Singapore, I think, is at the junction where we don't know, we are still like trying to get leadership style. And so, they're trying to adopt Western leadership style. Until recently, they are quite risk adverse, but they realize the importance to like loosen up this risk adverse corporate culture. So now they are becoming less risk adverse. And also, I think many Asian executives who are trained in like Western schools, they become more direct, and also they mistake like aggressiveness for assertiveness. And so they lose like powerful qualities such as like working harmoniously with their employees, which is very strong culture in our Asian values. But I believe that with China and India rising up as a powerhouse, the Asian leaders will start to realize the importance of the Asian values. So I foresee that in the future, Singapore will really strike a balance between the Western and the Eastern leadership. Boss, does it answer your question? Okay. Do you have any additional insights for us?
Actually, I'll be talking about whether the Western leadership style is relevant in Asian context. Because leadership education providers need to be extremely careful not to impose a Western view on leadership in Asia. Because many business schools prepare their students with having diversity and their openness to learning. But then many leadership programs are still heavily predicated on the American view of the world. So basically, if you don't come from the Western world, the name of the game is to actually adapt your culture to suit the world. But however, Western leadership styles may not necessarily bring corporate success in Asia. For example, in Spain, leaders need to be very precise about what needs to be done. Leaders will ask for opinions and instead of issuing directions that seem to be weak. However, in Asia, such leaders may be actually very effective. So actually, people in the West sometimes refer to Asian leadership style as a single whole, and then there's like, actually it's not a single model. For example, in Japan, usually people find it very hard to like find out to one leader who's actually directing the whole thing, but in the truth, it's actually one leader who orchestrates like the whole program. Like Mack Attack said, in Singapore, the leadership style is actually quite directive. Actually this, right, according to Asian business leader it's like new Asian business lead which combines Western charisma with Eastern pride. So everything is experimental and it's exciting, and it is called entrepreneurial leadership. One fine example will be Sing Wong Fu, who is the founder of Creative Technologies. He had a vision that the computer can be used for entertainment, but no one bought his idea, so he set up a company and now he's very successful. So what he said was, he wasn't the strongest technically, but he could articulate and implement the ideas that others had. So it brings me to the point that leadership is not a one-size-fits-all thing, and most importantly, it's not the exclusive right of a certain group of people. Actually, all people at all levels of organization have the capacity to improve and enhance their leadership skills.
Okay, thank you, boss.
Thank you, boss.
Have to go back and write our paper.
Let's go.
That's good.